Hi, this is Tim and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be looking at Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. It's a lovely little acoustic track that will kind of get your finger picking going. A few things is we're going to need a capo and it's going to go on the 2nd fret. Let's look into it. The chords for it are quite standard: C major, G, D and E minor. All the chords I'm giving you are kind of named after the shapes because we've got the capo on. This chord, which is a common C chord, is actually D, but just for ease of use I'm just going to call it C, G, D and E minor because that's kind of the shapes that we already know. The intro starts with this little cool riff. I'll just play it through once. So it's cool. It's a really nice little, lovely little intro. So what we do is we start off with a C major 7 chord, which is if you just play your regular C major, just lift off your first finger. You have C major 7. So when you're playing this open riff, this C riff, you're using your thumb and your middle finger. Usually when you're playing this, each finger should be assigned a string. So your first finger, your second finger and your third finger are playing the 3rd, 4th and 5th strings. And your thumb is playing the bass notes, the E, A and D string. Now there's loads of different ways that you can play this. What I'm not going to do is spoon feed you every single note, because when you play a song like this, there's going to be tiny variations throughout the riff. So what I'll do is I'm going to teach you kind of the bare bones of it, and I'll show you a few ways that you can incorporate some of the open strings just to bring a bit of life and your own personality into it, which is, as guitar players, that's kind of what our job is. So we've got the first little bit, and you're sliding up, you're picking the B string, and you're sliding up and then you're playing the 7th and 8th frets. And I'm kind of putting a little slap between each chord. So if you're going to count that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. That's it. That's kind of the bare bones of the riff. Any of these open strings, the G string, the top E string, will sound really cool if you want to add some of those in. So what I'm just doing there is I'm just running between the open G and the B string, and I'm using my middle finger and 3rd finger. And again up here, middle finger and thumb. And any other notes that you want to put in, just use your index or ring finger and see if you can get some of those notes out as well. The top E string and the G string. That sounds quite nice. So what I'm playing there is the top E string, the B string and the open G. I'm just kind of throwing the other open string notes in just to try and bring out a bit of colour. And it's just, that's the riff for most of the song, 80% of the song, and then it comes in with what I would call the kind of the chorus or the B section. Let's call it the B section. And it's just a G chord. It's just a C chord. Down to G, E minor, D with a little build up, and then you've got a C, E minor to D, repeat that, C up to D. So there's a couple of things going on with that I don't think is in the original record, but I do all the time, so I think it sounds really nice. Right at the very end, there's a little tag on the line, be someone, and she plays a C and a D chord. Now you could play your D chord here, That's where all the books would tell you to play a D. What I think is really nice is if you slide this C shape, this C chord, just slide it up 2 frets, you get a D with an added 11th. And a 9th as well, which is the G and the E string. It's just a really nice way, a nice alternative way to play a D chord. Something for you to think about, some food for thought. So that whole B section, I'm going to play it through, just so you kind of know where you're going. So just watch my fingers with the changes and try to keep up. I'll give somebody a free guitar lesson if you can tell me what movie that's from. We've got a little build up. And then you're back into the main riff. So there you go, that's it. There's only those 2 parts. I'm going to leave it to you to piece together how many times you play the riff and how many times you play the B section, or the A section and the B section. I don't believe in spoon feeding people things like this. I think it's really important that you go away and try and do some listening and, you know, try and have a listen and figure it out for yourself. Not too difficult, there's only 2 parts. All you've got to do is put it together. So that's it. Take all of this. There's going to be a tab for the riff down in my Patreon page. You can find a link down below under there. And that's it. It's a really fun song to play, and if you're ever at a party or a barbecue or something and someone pulls out a guitar, this is usually a good one to get people singing along to. So I will leave that to you. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. There's a button down there. If you can give it a thumbs up as well, it always helps me out. And I will see you on the next video. Alright, cool. I'll see you later. Bye bye.